Welcome, guys. This is an insane video. I've been working on this for months and months on end now, and you are about to receive some absolutely insane free game. Grab a notebook, grab a pen. It's time to lock in. This is how my insane 0.1% mindset won me my bodybuilding show and allowed me to put on 100 pounds of mass in 6 years. As you can see in that first picture, I'm ranging from 130 to 140. In that second picture, I am over 240 pounds, and I'm not even that high in body fat percentage. Obviously, in that third picture, that's me when I competed. And the fourth picture is another picture of me weighing over 240 pounds. So obviously, you're probably wondering, how is that possible for me to go from 140 pounds to 240 pounds and being around the same body fat percentage? How I was able to self-coach myself through an entire bodybuilding prep and competition at 16 years old. I used to wake up probably, I don't even know, 12, 1 in the afternoon. I would stay up until the sun would come up. Now I wake up before the sun comes up. How I was able to cut weed cold turkey. How I was able to transform my looks. Look at my face. Disgusting. I was so depressed. I had cystic acne. I treated myself like shit. Look at that next picture. I'm like a completely different person. My testosterone is through the roof. I'm vascular. I'm shredded. I feel like $1,000,000. I'm running miles and miles and miles at 230, 240 pounds. How is this possible? I'm about to show you. But before I get into this is who this video is for. If you are constantly falling into temptation with your bad habits and vices, and you are unsure on what to do, how to break these bad habits, this video is for you. I remember being so uncertain, so unsure on what to do, but I know I wanted something so bad. I just didn't know the how. This video is going to show you the how. This video is for you. If you are busy with work or school and you are struggling to quote unquote make time through your days, everyone has the same 24 hours. You need to structure your day so you can maximize every single minute possible, and I'm going to show you how to do this. If you are unhappy with what you see in the mirror every single morning, this video is for you. I used to wake up, I would go in the mirror, I would be disgusted, I would despise my physique. This video is for you if you want to change that. If you are spending countless of hours of eating healthy and training, but you're not seeing the results you should, I know how to get you past this point. I will show you how to later on in this video. If you are willing to make sacrifices now for sustainable long-term results and success, this video is for you. If you fit that one criteria alone, I promise you this can change your life. If you are aiming to enhance every single day in your life, this video is for you. Everybody wants to do it, but nobody wants to put in the work. I'm going to show you the work you need to put in to make this possible. And now some of you may be on the fence from that first description of who this video is for, but this is going to make that clarification of who this video is not for. If you fit any of this criteria, please click off of this video. If you are satisfied with minimal results from strong efforts, please click off this video. You who are satisfied with putting on more fat than muscle in your bulk, click off of this video. The point of a bulk is not to put on excess body fat. It is to put on muscle while putting on minimal amounts of fat. So when you go to cut, it's an easy process. If you are satisfied with losing a lot of muscle on your cut, like I said, click off of this video. That is not necessary. When you do things properly, that's not going to happen. For those of you who are not ready to put your ego aside and face reality, click off of this video. This one alone, this is the most important. Your ego will be the death of you. It is good to have an ego in certain aspects, but when it comes to this, put it aside, humble yourself, and learn the proper ways to do things. If you are not willing to make a sacrifice and invest in yourself, click off of this video. If you are not willing to put in time and time and time again, constant pressure on yourself, constantly making sacrifices for yourself to better yourself in the long run, that is what is necessary. And if you cannot do that, click off of this video. If you make fucking excuses, leave. Get out of my face, click off this video, and do not watch a single video again. I promise you, an excuse is the last thing that you are going to make after watching this video. Now, here's the truth. It is nowhere near as complicated as it seems. The one mistake a lot of people make is they try and overcomplicate everything by trying to do too many things at once. They're watching too many videos of different people. They're getting too many sources. There's so much mixed information. That does not have to be the case. Guidance, organization, discipline, and consistency are the only 4 traits you need to succeed. It is not easy, but nothing worth doing is going to be easy. I've said this in so many of my videos, but it can become easier when you have the right step-to-step process. You need to have a fire raging inside of you. You have to need this more than you want to breathe. You have to want this so bad, more than anything. If you cannot completely dedicate and commit to this, this is not for you. I tracked my calories as of now over 1,400 days straight in a row, nonstop, because that's how badly I want this. Like I said, guys, do not worry. I am not going to let you overcomplicate things. I'm not going to let you get mixed in with the rest of the people out there. This is for you. I know the struggle of uncertainty. Like I said, I used to be in this exact position, guys. I know for those of you out here watching, I promise you, I have been there. I'm going to show you how to get out. Stick with me. If you've made it this far, you fit the criteria. So I'm going to step by step show you exactly how I built by my any means necessary mindset, by eliminating all distractions, all temptations, all vices, anything that could get in the way of my goal. I'm going to show you how this method can level you up in every single aspect of your life. This is so much more than fitness, and I know that's what most of my content has been over the past few years, but guys, obviously there's so much more than just fitness when it comes to this. How to morph your physique, how to have that hard, dense, veiny look, no saggy stomach, full arms that just rip through your shirt, the cap delts that everybody fucking wants. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. I'm going to show you how to build and permanently maintain an insane physique year-round, 24/7, so there are no stages of you looking like shit, being too lean, being skinny, whatever the case may be. And all you need to do is have proper macros and train efficiently and effectively. If this is the first video you're seeing from me, guys, if you don't follow me on other social medias, if this is the first time you are seeing me, here's a brief backstory about how I got here. I haven't really talked about this much on social media, but that's why I'm making this video, to show you guys my step-by-step process. So my beginnings, I was around, 130 pounds in 7th or 8th grade when I was 13, 14 years old. My entire childhood previous to that, I was an overweight, fat kid. I would wear swim shirts, like the typical shit. But I started working out, but I was starving myself. I did it completely wrong. I was eating probably 400 calories a day, which obviously is nowhere near enough. And you can tell by how nutrient deficient I look in both of those top pictures, because I was extremely, I'm anorexic, I'm skinny. You can still see my genetics are there, but my hair's greasy. I have bad acne. I look like shit. I struggled with, obviously, cystic acne, depression. I was staying in my room basically the entire day. I wouldn't go out. I wouldn't hang out with my friends because my face was all messed up. I would just sit in bed, play video games, do the typical depressed, like loser type shit. I was smoking weed for 2 years straight. That shit messed me up terribly. If you think you're a productive smoker, you can mix it with your general lifestyle. That's fine. If you want to be a loser, go ahead. But if you're that type of person, don't watch this video. Like, this is completely life-changing for me. When I got off of weed, my mindset has completely shifted. I will never touch it again for the rest of my life. But most importantly, I was extremely unfaithful to God. I was falling into the typical sins, lust, pride, all that type of stuff. And I'm sure a lot of young people struggle with this. I know basically probably everybody has watched porn at some point in time through their youth, and that kills you, bro. I'm going to show you how to avoid all these vices, all these bad habits, to get you on the right path to success. I went from a fat child. I got really skinny, anorexic, like I said, 130, 135 pounds, closing in on 140. I bulked up to, I want to say, 195 pounds from that really skinny, lean stage. So I put on around 50, 60 pounds from, my anorexic stage. I put on a lot of fat, but I took like 20 to 24 weeks. I got stage lean. I got shredded. I competed at 177 pounds at 16 years old, self-coached, and I bulked up to over 240 pounds from there, again, self. And guys, the specific mindset method I have used is my by any means necessary method, which was created through my own trial and error over the past 6 years. That transformation right there speaks for itself. In the next following steps, I'm going to outline the entire process, A to Z, of exactly what I did to accomplish these results, so you can also use my by any means necessary method to exactly show you how I gained it, to forge your mindset, to forge your physique, and to achieve that raw, unbreakable physique and mindset. So now it's time to get into the real shit. This is my by any means necessary process. This is a 4-step process, but I'm going to go into very extreme depth on how you can do this as well. First of all, you need to drop all your bad habits, all your distractions, all your vices off the rip. You cannot have anything get in the way of your success. To begin with, you need to form a belief within yourself. It does not matter if your parents support you, if your friends support you, it doesn't matter if nobody supports you. As long as you have the belief within yourself, you will make it happen. You need to conquer your inner bitch. Everybody has those second thoughts. Everyone has procrastination, like, oh man, I got legs today, I really don't want to do this, or oh, I really got to get this last meal in, but I don't feel like it. Delete that from your fucking mind. That does not exist anymore. And you need to just completely rid all of those thoughts, conquer those thoughts, get your shit done because you fucking have to. It's not a choice. They're non-negotiables. You need to shift your mentality. This is more than just fitness. Like I said, this is a complete shift in your mindset. This will 180 your entire lifestyle. You need to also create an unbreakable process. The snowball effect has played a huge role. That's just constantly compounding and compounding. When you do those little habits day in, day out, everything adds up. It's like a snowball rolling down a fucking layer of snow. It just keeps building up and up, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Routine and tracking. On Google Calendar, I have my entire day structured out. Google Calendar is huge. This is like free. This is crazy free game for you guys. I have my entire day scheduled out so I know exactly what I have to do and when I have to do it. Tracking your macros, tracking what you need to do throughout the day, my 5-4-5 method, that's also inside my elite one-to-one coaching, absolute game changer. But tracking your calories, extremely important. You will not progress without it. And tracking what you do day in and day out is also huge because you will be able to see what you did, when you did it, and what you have to do next. Do hard shit. Stop being afraid to do things that you know are going to be hard. The success you are looking for is hidden in the work you are avoiding. You need to have the I have to mindset, not, oh, I can tomorrow, I can later on, maybe not now. You must. Third, you need to train like your life depends on it. Dorian Yates, one of my favorite things he said was train like you have a gun to your head. Why would you do something if you're not going to go all in with it? Why would you train half-ass? You want results, you have to train hard, so train like your life depends on it. You need to eat for function and purpose. Lastly, your body is a fuel, your body is a temple, like it says in the Bible. Gluttony is a sin, eating like shit is a sin, laying on your couch, sloth, sin. Function. Think about how the food is going to benefit you. You are quite literally made out of what you eat. If you're constantly eating shit, you're going to feel like shit, and you're going to look like shit. If you're constantly eating raw, healthy, natural foods, you're going to feel raw, healthy, and natural. You're going to feel like a fucking machine. That's what you are supposed to be. And one of my favorite comparisons, like, are you a Ferrari or are you a Toyota? Are you going to fuel yourself with race fuel and be a fucking race car? Or are you going to fuel yourself with the cheapest shit, most affordable, easy, accessible shit possible and be a fucking Toyota? I think the answer is pretty simple. All right, let's dig a little deeper. Now it's time for me to walk you exactly through how I optimize each stage of this system for myself so that I was no longer a slave to my weak physique and mindset, finally allowing me to break past all limitations. I know there are a lot of you out there right now that you are a slave to a weak physique. You are a slave to a weak mindset. You cannot break past this. I'm going to show you how right now. Firstly, we are going to dive into dropping your bad habits, distractions, vices, etc. instantly. Conquer your inner bitch and form a new belief within yourself. It is absolutely pathetic if you don't think you are worth more than the man that you are right now. You are barely scratching the surface. You have no idea how much you can possibly achieve. You must be delusional. Everything will fall into place eventually. You need to trust the process. Everything is about trusting the process and trusting within yourself that you know you can accomplish it if you put the work in. Going into self-belief, having that self-belief gives you the confidence to do anything you could possibly put your mind to. You need to do the hard shit. I'm going to go into further discussion into this on a later slide, but I like to call it mission extract the inner bitch, because that's the last thing you can have inside of you is negative thoughts, doubt, procrastination, etc. Next up is the mentality shift. Like I said, you need to eliminate procrastination. Procrastination is the assassination of your true destination. That is one of my favorite quotes of all time. Take 5 minutes, pause this video, close your eyes. Imagine the person you would be right now if you cut off all your distractions, you stop the bad habits, you quit the vices, all that stuff. Imagine the man you could be right now. Even if you started 3 years ago, imagine the position you could be in now. You need to cut off all your addictions cold turkey. This is the mission: extract your inner bitch. Porn, weed, alcohol, vaping, zins, whatever the case is, cut it off. If you have things that control you, you will never be able to get anywhere. You need to be able to control yourself, control your addictions, control your habits, cut off all distractions. Use any past pain, any prior pain in your life as fuel, not as sorrow. Do not dwell on the past. Do not look back on things. The only thing ahead of you is the shit that's literally in front of you. Stop looking back. There is nothing for you to gain by looking behind you. You need to think, I am going to do this. I am going to do that. I am 230 lean. I am whatever your goal is. You need to act like you are that in order to get there. Fake it until you make it. Your mind is a powerful thing. When you're constantly wiring your brain that you already are that thing, you are going to shift your mentality into becoming that thing. And before you know it, you are going to be there. Moving on to creating the unbreakable process. This is one of the most important parts. Take notes. The snowball effect. The hardest part is always starting, I promise you. I've overcome so many big tasks, giants, whatever you want to call them, just by starting. When I started my online coaching business, I was like, how is this even possible? How do I work with this many clients at once? How do I make this many videos? How do I do this? How do I do that? You start and you figure it out as you go. You are never going to know everything going into something, especially when you haven't even done it before. I worked with my friends for years before I started doing online coaching. I trained people in person before I started doing online coaching. I figured out every single little thing as I go. I upgrade my business as I move on, as I gain the knowledge. There's nothing you can do except start. Stop overthinking it. Overthinking is killer. It's a good thing and a bad thing. When you're constantly overthinking that you need to do more, dude, you are so close. But when you're constantly overthinking that you don't know what to do, I've already given you the solution for that. When you first see some results, it opens up you to an entirely new life. Literally the second I started seeing a little hint of success with online coaching, I quit my job. 12-hour days every single day, hyper-focused on this, hyper-focused on bodybuilding. I'm doing 3 competitions. Like, once you see that little hint of success, why would you stop? You have no choice but to succeed at this point. You already saw that little hint of progress. Imagine what you could do in a year, 2 years. It's unfathomable. Once that momentum starts building, you cannot stop. You need to use that momentum to your advantage. Keep going. Push harder. Push past those limitations. You get burnt out, keep fucking going, because other people are, and there's no reason that you can't. You need to be addicted to the results. You need to be better every single day. The whole point of this is to become a better man day in, day out, constantly repeating those habits, repetition. Become addicted to the success, the results. You put on a pound, bro, I want to put on more. I want more. I need more. Crave the fucking results and you will achieve them. Moving on to routine and tracking. This literally pains me like how much free game I'm giving you guys, but much love to all of you. Thank you for supporting me, and I'm giving back to you guys once again. We did it with the Instagram community, the Discord, so much, bro. Like I really appreciate you guys. So, but we're just heating up. Let's keep going. Plan your day the night before. Before I go to bed every single day, I have set times for going to bed. 30 minutes beforehand, I sit down, I open my notebook, I grab a pen, I do my 5-4-5 the night before. So when I wake up, I know exactly what I have to do, when to do it, my morning routine, all that stuff, so I can get the day rolling, get the momentum building, and just fucking attack the day. Track everything because it helps hold you accountable. When you have a coach, me, you're able to have that person keep you accountable, but you need to be able to do it within yourself as well, because there's only so much I can do for you. You need to level up as a person, take advantage of the things I give to you and fucking run with it. Track everything, take advantage of all the little things. If you do the same productive routine, results are guaranteed. Think about it. If you dedicate 3, 6 months, a year, whatever the case is, if you put your head down, you grind, you put in the same work day in, day out, do you really think nothing would happen? You would be stupid not to. Find your weak points and fucking attack them. There is no room for weak points. You need to excel in every single thing possible. And becoming a better man day in, day out will allow you to find those weak points because you see where you are lacking. Progressive overload. When you are working out, when you are at home, whatever the case is, it's not even just fitness, bro. Progressive overload your entire life. The stronger you get, the better you get at things, the more you can take on, the more you can tackle in a faster amount of time. I'm telling you, bro. Guys, the most important part of tracking is your diet. I've quite literally had, I want to say, 3 bulking and cutting cycles now. My first start was my bulk, obviously, because I went from, what was it, like 130, 140 to about 190, like I talked about. Every single food I ate was tracked. I've been tracking my calories, as you saw, for over, I did right now, it's at like almost 1,400 days now, 1,450 days. But every single day I tracked every single thing I consumed. This is so important because let's say you intake 100 extra calories from just random sauce you don't track, or you have a little snack here and there that you don't track, like pistachios, whatever. That shit adds up. If you have like 150 just miscellaneous calories over an entire week, that's almost 1,000 extra calories that you consume throughout your week. That's why I'm telling you, every single thing you consume, you need to write down, especially drinks. But yeah, I tracked that entire time, and then from my peak bulk around 190, again, I did, I think, a 16 or 20 week cut all the way down to 177. I dropped around 25 pounds to step on stage. Every single thing was tracked. I had an exact method for prepping myself. I still have it. I'm going to use that same exact method when I do my next 3 shows. And then after that, I bulked from the 177 to around, I want to say, 210. And I started plateauing around 210. So I used the same system I've always used, wrapped around that plateau, and then I went back up to, I want to say, I think I dropped down to around like 200 even, and then I hit another bulk cycle because once you plateau in your bulk, there are ways around it. You just have to know the methods. So I got back down to 200, and then I went from 200 back up to 240 pounds, 240, 245. So I've probably done around two to 3 bulk to cut cycles. So, and I'm telling you, the most important part is tracking every single thing you consume. I cannot stress that enough. If you want to put on the 100 pounds like I did, it's a necessity. If you're too lazy to do that, moving on to doing hard shit and having that I must mindset. Challenge yourself everywhere. If you're constantly doing easy things and you're just doing the same shit, kind of just going through the motions, you're going to get comfortable. You get comfortable by doing things that are easy. You get uncomfortable, and you see that growth when you do the hard things and you challenge yourself, because maybe you're able to accomplish something you didn't think you were even close to coming near to accomplishing. And then guess what? You're one step ahead. The more hard shit you do, the easier your life becomes, the more conditioned you become to going through hard things. Before you know it, the next challenge you face, it's fucking over with. You move on. That doesn't even faze you because you've already put yourself through that trial. You've already faced those challenges before, so you know what to expect when they come. Prepare for hard times. Nothing worth doing is going to be easy, and life can throw fucking curveballs at you at any time in any given moment. Prepare yourself for this. Build that mindset to where no matter what happens, you're going to keep moving forward, because if it's out of your control, there's no point in stressing over it. Control the controllables. Mental fortitude. Your mind and your body need to align. A lot of you guys have this drive. You want to do so much. Your body's telling you to just let's go fuck shit up, but your mind is just holding you back. You have chains on. You're limited. Break those chains. Connect your mind to your body. Move in unison, and I promise you, you will see fucking insane changes within your life. It does not take much. Training like your life depends on it. Remember, there is no 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Why wouldn't you want to go as hard as physically and humanly possible? You know that's where those results are hidden. You know the results are hidden in the work you're avoiding. Like I said, why wouldn't you? Because you never know until you try. A couple of my favorite quotes from a pretty popular influencer, Rich Piana. The more you put in, the more you get out. Take a second to genuinely think about this. If you put in more work, if you put in more meals, if you put in more time, more effort, you're going to achieve more results. That's pretty obvious. Dorian Yates said, train like you have a gun to your head. I talked about this earlier. Go all out. Go to that dark place and work your ass off. Push yourself to the fucking limits, because the harder you push, the higher your limits go. Why wouldn't you go as hard as possible? Ask yourself that the second you start having self-doubt, the second you're like, oh, I'm going to take this set a little easier, or no, I'm not going to go, I'm not going to get my exact macros with this meal. Ask yourself that. You owe it to yourself after years of mistreatment. You know you deserve so much more than what you've been putting yourself through. The shit diet, the half-ass training, the poor mentality, the poor excuses, all that procrastination. You owe it to yourself to bust your fucking ass. Now we're going to go into the dieting aspect, eating for function and purpose instead of pleasure. If you guys pay any attention to what's going on in the world, you would know that seed oils are quite literally in every single thing you eat. Food dyes are quite literally in every single thing you eat. I remember I haven't taken medicine in probably 3 to 4 years, and I had an insanely bad headache. Just out of curiosity, I looked at, I think it was ibuprofen, red 40. They put it in literally everything to try and fucking poison you. You need to wake up to that. Like I was talking about earlier, are you going to treat yourself like a Ford or a fucking Ferrari? You are what you eat. What you consume digests in your body, dissolves in your body, fuels your muscles, your mind. You are quite literally what you eat. Pay attention to what you put inside your body. It is a temple. You should have full control over yourself. You should be able to control what goes in your mouth. If you can't control that, what kind of fucking man are you? When you grow up, when you're older, what do you want your kids to look up to? Like, think about it. Put things into perspective. Gluttony is a sin. When you're constantly putting yourself in those positions to eat that shit food, you're fucking stuffing donuts first thing in the morning. You go grab that coffee with 60 grams of sugar. Gluttony. Especially when it comes into smoking weed and having the munchies and all that shit. Gluttony is a sin. You are putting yourself into a position where you have no choice but to fail. With that exact step-to-step process, I literally reinvented myself into the best and most savage motherfucker I possibly could be. Now, obviously, I can do better, but I will continue to do better because I have this process set up for myself. I found a new high in life, not ripping cards, not smoking weed with my shit friends. I found a new high, chasing new higher highs in life, not smoking fucking weed. There's levels to this shit. I found a whole new purpose. The drive I have to achieve my goals is unlike anything else now because I was able to put those bad habits aside. I waste zero time throughout my day because I have structures, I have schedules, I have systems. I live several hours longer in a day from waking up earlier. If I wake up at 5:30 or 6 in the morning and I go to bed at 10 o'clock, what happens to that person that wakes up at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, but goes to bed at 11 or 12 o'clock? Nothing good happens after around 9, 10 o'clock. You should be asleep by then. If not, you know you're wasting your time. Think about what happens during that time in your day-to-day life. I have 6 hours longer because I woke up 6 hours before you, but I still went to bed at the time. Nothing happens. Put things into perspective. I am fulfilled on a daily basis by completing the must-do tasks. You need to have non-negotiables that you do every single day. That's how habits form. And I'm closing in on the man I always wanted to be. I'm within arm's reach, and you are too. You just have to accept it. Recreate yourself. You are so close. Break through that barrier. You're so close, man. I promise you. Guys, now that you understand exactly how this process works, I have an offer for you. If you're a skinny or overweight person that's looking to make that change, if you're insecure, you feel lost, or anyone who's struggling to take things to the next level, but you have to want to obtain the best physique of your life, and you have to be looking to forge an unbreakable mindset. If you're able to go through everything we've discussed, everything I've just went through with you, I promise you I have an offer for you. Look at my 1-year transformation. Imagine what it was in 6 months. Imagine what it was in 3 months. Imagine what you could do for yourself within that time. I'm offering you the perfected blueprint I used to put myself in the exact position I am today. And get this, if your goals aren't met, we work together for free until they are. This is the opportunity of a lifetime, guys. I've been working on this for 3 to 4 months, and I have not done anything like this yet. It's all been through Instagram. It's all been through TikTok. It's all been through stuff like that. But guys, I just went through my entire free training, and this goes so much further in depth. Even if you take away what I told you today, I promise you can turn yourself into a new man. But if you want to work directly with me, leave a comment under this post, say work, or go on my Instagram, link in my bio, and DM me work to get started, guys. This opportunity will never arise again. Guys, inside my one-to-one coaching, I have over 100 meal plans. I have over 10 mindset documents and slideshows to get you in the right headspace to work with me. I have several nutrition and training factors and documents to go through to guide you down the exact path you need to become successful. I give you a one-on-one workout program that is exactly structured to your wants and needs. All I need to see is your physique, and it takes a couple days for me to create your program and put you on my own training app where you have an exact schedule of what you have to accomplish. The 5-4-5 method, the Google Calendar structure, everything is inside this program. Your one-on-one personal diet that I create for you after a week of finding your maintenance through tracking your macros and calories. There is so much value within this, guys. And after I keep this post up for about a month, I'm going to up my pricing. So get in while you can. I only take about 5 new clients each month, and I'm already 3 clients in, so I have 2 spots available for this month. This is an investment. Imagine investing in something, but the return is unlimited and it's based on the amount of work that you put in. If your goals aren't met, we work together for free until they are. Nobody else is giving you an offer like this on my Instagram page. And you can go to client results and you'll see the tens of hundreds of client results that I have inside my stories on Instagram and my personal coaching page on Instagram. But I just want to thank you guys for watching through this. You should be thanking me for all the things that I just gave you. But appreciate you guys for watching, sticking through this whole thing. Like I said, message me work or leave a comment work underneath this post, and I will personally reach out to you. But thank you guys for watching. This is the only video I'm ever going to make like this. So favorite this, like this, whatever you need to do. You can go back, watch whatever you want. And if you have any personal questions, DM me on Instagram. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next YouTube video.